Hello, I'm your superhero critic. I stay super as long as you stay awesome, and I am with...
Aradia, the PG Queen.
Back in the 90s, we got a series that I personally didn't like. I don't know about her.
I loved them.
Either way, we got the Air Bud series. For those of you who have never seen the Air Bud series, basically it's a dog who learns how to play sports. The 5 movies were basketball, soccer, football, baseball, and volleyball. Woo.
And then, come 2006, we took this lovely set of films that were very educational to children and made people feel important. And they took their children from the movies and created the Air Buddies.
Yay, puppies.
There is 7 of these, one coming out in 2015. And these ones should not have been created, personally.
Some of the gimmicks are, there's a Halloween movie, there's a space movie, there's a freaking Christmas movie. It's basically they take the puppies, put them in some stupid archetype, and make a movie out of it. Selling to parents, making them buy this crap for their kids who get obsessed with dogs and shit like that. But that brings us to today's review. The 7th and newest film out of the series,
Also, the quietest, biggest of crap I've ever seen in my life,
is Super Buddies. They take the 4 dogs, and unlike something unique and actually entertaining like Underdog or Bolt or something else, we get Super Buddies. Whatever. The movie starts with a zoom down on our setting of Fernfield Farm, where we meet our main characters, Butterball and Bartleby, a young boy and his dog who is depressed that he can't come up with an original character for his comic book. His grandfather reassures him he has talent and gives him a birthday gift of a #1 issue of his favorite comic book. Wish I could get that. The movie then goes to an animated explanation of the comic's origin story.
In a whole other galaxy is the planet Inspiron, whose citizens had spent eons in peace and prosperity, protected by the 5 power rings of Inspiron. All that changed when the evil commander Drex attacked, seeking to capture the sacred rings. This is sped towards Earth. Drex's ship fired on the Inspiron ship.
See, if you look at the visual, even the dog looks bored as fuck of this movie, and we're not even 5 minutes in yet.
'Cause the comic book is boring.
I like the art style.
After the movie finishes, the rest of the comic's origin story, Bartleby's friends start showing up alongside of their puppies, and Grandpa decides to use the zip line.
Evildoers, beware! The amazing Grandpa Man is here!
That was so cool! Dude, that was major sweet! Are you okay? Whoa!
The party begins with a scavenger hunt, and we get a bunch of pointless scenes that really do nothing for the plot, let alone do anything. One puppy makes pigs dirty by making mud, another speaks to a bull about strength and bravery, 2 others torment bunch of chickens, and the rest of them just chat with the other animals.
Who the hell thought it was a bright idea to make this dog blinged out and all black and ghetto?
Personality-wise, there's a difference between trying to make its own character, but each puppy is basically a stereotype. It's not even funny. You get the girl, You get the religious person.
That girl is so preppy, I would not be near her. She was human, she would have been shot.
You get the, oh my god, let's be superheroes character, and you get the black guy, or the white guy trying to be a black guy.
B-Dog, man.
No, you stop it. It's just, one, slightly racist, and two, it's just annoying.
The 5 pups go into the shed and dig up rings that magically attach themselves around the puppies' necks. During cake time, we go back to the animated comic book land, and quickly back to live action where we see shitty CGI alien interact with a dog and transform into such dog. The cops and the ambulance people let the dog walk away, and he gets picked up by a boy on a bike.
So, let me get this straight. The 5 dogs and all the other animals can talk to each other and they can understand it, but the humans cannot understand the animals speak. But this alien who becomes a dog could speak fluently straight to a human. Don't you think if your camouflage should fit the world? If the dogs can't talk to humans,
That would make no sense to this movie. We gotta be completely oxymoronish.
sense makes none.
Not in this movie.
That's the point.
This movie makes me want to go, what happened to my life?
It makes me want to punch a chicken.
And my dog started talking to me. I was blue. I'd definitely be looking at it like it was funny.
The boy then guilts his mom into letting him keep the dog, and they magically decide they're going to become superheroes. So, in this world, you are telling me that in this comic book that they created, which is based off real life, that a 10-year-old boy with no physical powers, let alone money for gadgets, or any martial arts training whatsoever, just decides, hey, I'm going to be a fucking superhero.
Absolutely. Because 10-year-olds have that capability and their parents don't notice it.
I understand imagination, but where the fuck is his parents?
Don't you know parents don't exist in movies? They're just there for show.
Especially Power Rangers.
Or Peanuts.
Wah, 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 wah.
Those are the teachers. You barely see the parents.
Either way, same freaking thing.
The kids then discuss that the comic may actually be based off of real events, and we fade to grown-up Jack and the alien dog, who get the signal that the rings have been activated. Back on the farm, however, the dogs start gaining magical powers. Butterball gains super strength, B-Dog becomes super stretchy, Buddha gains telekinesis, Mudbud becomes invisible, and Rosebud gains super speed.
So, how is this... Is this town just filled with stupid people that don't understand how to look for something? Like, do they not have a peripheral vision? I mean, the kid literally didn't even go inside the house. He was there the whole time it happened and has no... He's just like, oh, my dog's up on the basketball hoop. How the fuck did that happen?
Well, they do get the traits from their parents, and if the parents are any indication of this movie, they aren't the brightest.
Oh my god. Like,
Especially to notice that the rings that they had in the bag are completely different colors than the ones that they had found.
but it make no sense.
And they glowed.
It make no sense. It just make no sense. It's like a banker that's gone bankrupt. He makes no sense.
Well, you chose this movie. It's alright. Some tummy love. just like the puppies in the movie.
The villain of the movie, Drex, learns that the rings have been activated and heads for Earth. All the dogs show each other their powers, and B-Dog saves the day by stopping a purse snatcher, and the dogs decide that they are going to use their powers to become superheroes. They get their first heroic act by saving a cat out of a tree.
Oops. Saved by a dog? Now that's a catastrophe.
There she is. Let's go.
Well, at least the cat's safe. Maybe we need to practice a little bit more.
Yeah, think!
The dogs save the day again and stop a crime happening at a candy shop. Yes, a candy shop. Because that's fun. Who robs a candy shop?
Drex lands on Earth and Body snatches a pig. Gramps has the normal response that you would normally get.
5 rings of Inspiron.
The movie's dim-witted cop shows up on the farm, but with the cloaking device on it, he does not see the ship. Pig Dex goes driving around the town and blows up a drive-through speaker box, shaped like an alien. After driving into a pole, the sheriff catches Pig Dex in the middle of the street. The kids then find the ship, and Bartleby gets a shock he won't ever forget.
As the pups try to save a girl from a burning building, Captain Canine shows up and helps save the day. The news finally learns the pups are actually super, and Captain Canine warns the pups that Drex will be tracking the rings. The kids finally learn that the pups are heroes, and Drex body switches into the sheriff, which the kids quickly learn.
That's not Sheriff Dan.
Correct. I am Drex, feared leader of the Darkonian races.
We then get our movie training montage 50 minutes into the movie. Later that night, Drex locks the kids in the shed, and they start reading comics to figure some way out of their situation. Drex then shoots a tractor beam at a meteor and makes it head towards Earth. How original. Drex and Megasis come face to face, but it's not very long before Megasis is taken out of the picture.
With Megasis gone, the Super Pups finally pull themselves enough courage and pull their powers together. After Drex tries to fight them, Butterball and Drex have a bold charge off. That scene was utter bullshit.
Bad joke. While Drex fights the puppies, the kids come up with the scam to give the dog food toy rings to Drex. Gramps then uses a lightning rod to siphon electricity.
I put a shock to your system.
The pups make their escape to get back with the kids, only for Drex to blow up the shed door. Bartleby and the kids trick Drex into taking the fake rings, and after returning the sheriff into his body, Drex goes to leave the planet, realizing too late that the toys are fake.
What's happening? Those aren't the rings of Inspiron! Those are plastic! Oh no!
Jack comes to the farm and realizes the Captain Canine is dead. But through the magic of plot convenience and flashy colorful lights,
If Power Rangers taught us anything about sparkling light, it teaches you that you could resurrect anything using sparkly lights.
except Twilight.
While the good guys celebrate winning, a ship appears and an alien appears from the ship.
Dog, did E.T. have sex with a troll?
CGI is so horrible. It's just that alien, if you even want to call it it's not even I understand aliens are not meant to be attractive or anything like that.
At least the first one was the stereotypical alien. This one just looks like...
But we understand that this is supposed to be a female alien. You should still try to make it somewhat attractive and not make it look like Mr. T got horny with something that, like a skunk or something.
Well, at least they got over the whole stereotype thing, because she's taller than the guy.
I pity a fool!
They don't make her a stereotypical girl.
Well, technically, she can't be a stereotypical girl since she's an alien. But I pity a fool who likes that alien.
To wrap up this piece of crap, Bartleby gets a Medal of Honor, Megasis gets transformed back to his true form, and the group all say farewell as Megasis goes home. Jack then makes an announcement that Bartleby is the new partner at the comic shop, and announces a new comic, and we end with another comic to live action transition.
A new one was about to begin.
And the movie is finally over! Worst movie ever!
Don't forget, you still gotta do Underdog.